Hey, challengers, I'm Marcy Crawford, and I want to take a few minutes today to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, and that is living above the line. So, I learned a lot about this a few years ago when I read the book, The 15 Commitments to Conscious Leadership. If you've never read it, I highly, highly recommend it. Um, and I saw this played out even more just before the holiday season. So in October, I went to my sister's birthday party, and there was someone had brought the cheesecake from Maggleby's. There was all this yummy, yummy sweets, and I had kind of had sort of or before decided that I'd wanted to make some healthier choices, but I was really, really tempted. And I remember one of my sister's friends had come, and there was a veggie tray. I went, oh, score! And it just made it so much easier to make those healthy choices because that veggie tray was there. And I went and I found her friend, and I made a point to just say, thank you so much. I'm so glad you brought this veggie tray. That was so convenient. And her comment to me, I was really impressed with. She said, oh, yeah, I don't eat sweets during the holidays. And like, wow, really? She's like, oh yeah, she's like, during the holidays, I just don't eat sweets. And I loved the way she said it. She didn't say, I can't eat sweets during the holidays. I'll gain all this weight. Da, da, da. She says, I don't eat sweets. And just the power that she had. And I thought that I was so, so impressed with that mentality. And I thought that really exemplifies what it means to live above the line. So living below the line is being closed, it's being defensive, and it's being committed to being right. Okay? And I see that a lot within our health when we say things like, oh, I can't eat that, or I'm just too busy, I don't have enough time to exercise. And we really tend to play the victim, like everything happens to us. And I loved this circumstance because she taught me what it means to be above the line, where she took the power and took the control. And so rather than saying, oh, I can't eat that, try saying, I just don't eat that. Or I love the phrase, oh, I'm just transitioning to a healthier lifestyle. And all of a sudden, when we change those words around just a little bit, it shifts us from being below the line and being the victim to putting ourselves above the line and being the victor. And really being above the line is when we're curious, when we're open, and we are committed to learning. We're committed to learning about ourselves. And this concept, it applies in so many ways in our lives, but it really, really does apply to our health because a lot of creating health starts in how we choose to think about things. And when we can shift our thought process from being below the line, being the victim, to shifting above the line and being the victor, all of a sudden we have the power. And creating those habits is so much easier. So I invite you to think about what are some things, some phrases that you are saying, or even some thoughts that you are having that are putting you in that victim mode or putting you above the line, that you're just committing to being right. Like, I can't eat this. I can't go to a party and eat healthy. There's no way. Are we committed to being right? Or are you willing to be open and be curious? What might it look like to go to a party and eat healthy? Is that possible? Could I do that? I'm curious. What might that look like for me? And really, what I love is having a health coach sometimes, not just sometimes, a lot of the times for me, when I start having those thoughts that I find that are more below the line, talking them out to someone else with my health coach really helps me to shift. And I realize, oh, that's below the line. Maybe I can shift that and bring that above the line. So I invite you to think about the things in your life where you see yourself below the line and see if you can't take the power back and shift it above the line. Love it. Good luck, challengers.